All right, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. It has been a while since we've done a watch list because markets have been really crazy lately with the whole Russia-Ukraine thing going on. But we're going to do our best here. I feel like we got to get something out. Just keep in mind that pending how markets open tomorrow, things can change drastically. But we're going to go ahead and start based off these charts. This is what I'm looking at. The first one that I'm looking at is going to be Discover. And Discover, as you can see, it really ran up here and made its 3-year high and has really just consolidated now. You can see that moving averages are all pretty much stacked on top of each other, heading sideways in a little bit consolidation. So we are nearing the bottom of this consolidation area, and there is a little bit of support here at 106. I am looking at a strangle really wide. As you can see, I'm going to be looking at like the 135, which is just pennies from the all-time high, and the 85, which is going to give you multiple levels of support for this play. So with Discover, okay, great IVR, 77%. We're going to be looking into the April monthly, and I want to look at selling those 85 puts and those 135 calls. Ideally, anything around $1.40 will be good. That's showing an 86% probability of success right now. Leads it a hair long with 2 deltas, but that's okay. And like I said, 140 bucks in credit and only $1,100 to put on. All right. The next one that I'm looking at is going to be DUK Energy, and this is actually going to be a covered call. This could go in your long-term portfolio or just until the shares get called away and you make some money. As you can see, DUK is doing pretty good here as well, nearing its highs. Great squeeze on the weekly chart, running up to a little bit of resistance, but that's okay. You can see this consolidation area that we've been in since May of last year. Now, DUK, want to do a covered call, gives a great almost 99-cent dividend every quarter. So this is a great holding position. And what I'm going to be looking at is, again, buying just 100 shares. And then selling in this case, the 24 Delta call in April. All right. Now, right now, which this will change, this is one that will change more or less than some of the other plays based off of the current price. So we're just going to call it right now for just rough estimate. I wish it was $1.05. 105. Okay. Even 104. We're lower on the lower side here. Call it $104 debit. Okay. And what that does is gives a 50% probability. You're selling those 110 calls. Max profit is $600 and the buying power is about 5,100. So it is a little bit on the high side, but like I said, it does give off a 98-cent dividend every quarter. So great dividend play here. And of course, if it comes down and doesn't get called away in this cycle, then you would roll these these calls out to the next one. In this case, it will be May. Once March comes off, you would just roll it out. All right, and just keep collecting your dividend here. Okay, and you can either do one of two things. When you're happy with whatever profit it may be at, close the trade, or you can let the calls go into the money. As you can see, if you did pay $104 debit for this, your max profit is $600, and that's pretty much anything over the 110. You let it go till expiration and the shares get called away. That short call covered it and you make that $600. All right. Next one that I'm looking at is going to be DWAC. Now this one is fairly new. It's been running up pretty darn good. It still has a good squeeze. It still has a lot of upward momentum, and there's a lot of premium in this one. So I'm looking at getting this one. I believe it's actually 75s here, and that's going to put you right below the 50-day moving average and gives a lot of pullback, but also a lot of potential for run up. So with this, okay, we're looking into April. I want to sell these 75 puts and buy those 70 calls. Now spreads are a little wide in certain spots. You can see it's only 30 cents here, but it's $1 here, and then it jumps about $1.50 here. So let them open up tomorrow. Anything from $1.40 and above, right around the 75 to 80 strikes, is going to be great. Okay, a lot of premium in this cycle, so you'll get some decent credit. and it gives you a great probability of 68%. And then of course you are defined. Okay. And then lastly here, gang, is going to be Facebook for a little bit of a short play to the downside. Facebook got killed with earnings and has been on a downtrend ever since. So I'm looking at doing a defined risk call spread here above the current resistance, which is going to be right at 213.5. Let me move this out of the way. Yeah, 213.15 is resistance. Looking at selling the 215 call spread. Okay. And ride this down. So with that said, Facebook, great IVR, April. Want to sell those 215 calls, buy those 220 calls behind it. $1.30, $1.40, 72% pop. Really good play here, okay? And that'll be it. All right. Now just keep in mind, again, like I said earlier, markets can change. We'll see how futures open this evening, and really that really hasn't mean a lot lately either. So we'll see more or less how markets open. If markets are still doing pretty good and these still look good, by all means, you are set. So again, guys, thank you. Hope to see you one day in chat, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.